Good evening, everybody. Your old pal Billy Tucci here, and I'm back. Had a bunch of things to take care of, but we are back, and I am going to draw. It's a good day to draw. Good day to get some stuff done, and let's see what we can do. I got to do it anyway. You might as well join me. What if I made it public? I hope it's public and not private. So I haven't gotten to check. All righty then. Good. So it is. Yes, someone said, "Hey, Clayton, good to see you, pal. I found a page for you, a DC page. So do me a favor and message me your or email me your address, and I'll get it out to you, pal. All right. Thank you. I only found one, so that's that. So good to see you, my friend. All right. So you're gonna join me here as I draw. Gotta get these commissions done. All right. Hey Clayton, I gotta ask you a question. Do I look left-handed or right-handed to you? Because I am left-handed. And I'm wondering if this is running backwards. Black Wolf, good to see you, my friend. Did we just become Facebook friends, Black Wolf? Let's see. You guys can hear me, right? Can you guys hear me? Love to watch it. Oh God, you're left. Oh, good. So you can hear me. All right. Yeah, I'm no master. Trust me. You're a kind man. I'm adequate, I guess. Okay, beret beanie would be up there. Might as well get rid of this. I'd love maybe when we do the Miss Fury book, I can throw an Easter egg and have Marie in there. Oh, that would be good. And oh, so naughty. I've got a Mademoiselle Marie book because of which I think we're gonna resolicit as an Indiegogo and do it as a real prestige format book. We just wanted it to be the best thing possible, best product possible, and get the biggest numbers. So I'm working on Marie now. Can you guys see this okay? Good audio, and you're lefty. Excellent. Thank you, Gimp Rider. Thank you, my friends. I feel like you're like my little Saturday evening family, or Thursday evening family. All right. Sorry I had to leave earlier. And we had some family stuff to take care of. Give her the German officer's belt with it's in the circle because she would definitely wear that. I'll just throw this like that. And I'll start doing I can start doing my pencils. Again, I got my props, boys and girl. If there's any girl out there, hey guys, would you guys mind liking it for me? Give me a like because it looks good when I have likes on the page. I looked on Facebook, not see on there. What's not on Facebook? Good. On Facebook, the friend thing I found. I think it was you that just friended me, and I accepted your friend request. I'm almost positive. Let me go on Facebook and see if I'm actually. Well, I'm not streaming. I'm just going directly through here. And the point is I really want to. And the streaming worked, but it gets frustrating because people are asking me questions on the Facebook stream, and I can't reply to them. I can't type. I have to, I guess, reset the whole restream thing, and I'm just too lazy to do that, and I just have too much to do. And plus, the point is that you want to build your YouTube page up so I can get, verified and all that jazz, and start having one place where I'm going to be. And stream it from there. But I'll be looking towards you guys and answering some questions. See my phone is. So I'm going to have to pick Deborah up in a bit. Hang on a second. It's a good night for a beer. But it's Thursday. It's the week. I'm sure with Easter coming up this weekend, I'll be drinking a lot of wine. All right. Yeah, so tomorrow, guys, we have I'm gonna get my book, and so I have to pull out one of my toys. I'm gonna get my German uniforms book. Where's that book? I've got so many friggin' books. I've got thousands of books. And my wife said, when I told her I ordered a new bookshelf, she said, "New bookshelf? What do you need a new bookshelf for? Why don't you just get rid of some of your books?" And I was like, for shame, woman. For shame. German. German. German Army uniforms, World War II. Boom. There you go. This thing will make things easier instead of me keep pulling out all my toys. I don't know when I got this book. Maybe college. I used to write the date on the books, but I need some good web gear. Pretty cool, huh? I've got books on the US on US and on German. All this was from Sergeant Rock. That's what I'm looking for. See that right there? This is what we have, because right there. So that's precisely what I need. The buckles go down there, and I have the toy, but I'm going to put this off camera, but I'll be able to see it. And I'll pretty much be able to remember it too. So it's got that little hole there. A little one there. Let's see. It swings into 2. I wonder if there's like copyright-free music you can get, because if I play some music, it won't be answered. They'll take it off. Oh, I don't know. Actually, that wouldn't be like that. She would be more like this. So I got to fix that. This here is not right. And that's right there. What was that? No, dude. We have to add that. Make that leather, bring that leather down even more. Yeah, that's better. That's right. You guys have any questions, ask me. All right. Wish I could hear you guys and I could do a chat with it or something. Haven't opened a book cabinet in my bedroom in years. The internet has everything I need. You're right about that, but it's just something cool about the books, you know? I just love buying books. And again, when my wife said that, I was like, good God, woman. Are you mad? Anyway, I want to thank all you guys for joining Niall Scala and my crowdfunding comics show last night. We had a great show with Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor, who gave us a little guest star appearance. And that was cool. And tomorrow we have Chuck Dixon. And along with Chuck, we have Graham Nolan is going to be making hopefully he's got to go to dinner with his wife. I talked to Graham, and I think because Chuck and Graham wear Hawaiian shirts, I think I'm going to wear a Hawaiian shirt tomorrow. Got to call Niall. And Niall, if you're out there listening, we got to get Hawaiian shirts. So I have one myself. I'll wear mine. And then Bo Smith will be coming on with us to ask Chuck some questions. Bo's, if you guys know Bo, he's Papa Earp. He's a great guy when it comes to when it comes to interviews and stuff like that. All right, now I'm going to move over. I'll move up my book because I want to. She's brandishing the MP40, so I'm going to need MP40 webbing. There you go. Nope, that's not for the MP40. Carboneer machine gunner. No. Fun book. Really fun book. Let's see. Come on. Give me an MP40. Give me an NCO and an MP40. I have to go and get my stuff. Or I could put it on the internet and do that. But where's the fun of that when you have books? It's got to be one chap. One craw. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Okay, that's older. That's near the end of the war. I like this Africa Corps guy. It's pretty cool. See that? You can't really see it too well, but that's pretty cool. Look at that. He doesn't have the webbing. Doesn't have the shoulder webbing. Let's see this guy. All right, I'm giving her the shoulder webbing. I'm going to put it on there. So that's what I could use. Yeah, that's late war. See how cheaper it is? If you look at this, it's a canvas, you know, and you look at the early war stuff, you go to the, like in North Africa. Oh, no, that looks canvas too. Yeah. Oh, it is canvas. All right. Maybe it wasn't. I thought it was leather. Eh. Whoopsie. Well, that's all right. So I had my pistol. I had my peacemaker right here holding up to balance it because, you know, to balance the camera here, get the peacemaker. This is from the TCB, my motorcycle when I had it, Atomic, and painted so they look like they're pearl handled instead of ivory. I like that. Instead they were brown. Actually, you know who did this? My aunt did this because I was trying to find pearl grips for it or ivory grips, and she took it and she bought pearl nail polish, put it on. My aunt's like, "Oh, Billy, I could do that for you." So, and I would ride with them and I still do. I have it slung on the side of my motorcycle. I got under my seat. I have a holster, and a holster attaches to the frame, and it slings over one side of the seat. It looks really badass. All right, let's give some folds here. So we put those in. There's only 3 of them. So we'll do that because they definitely could hang on the webbing as well instead of just the. And I don't want to go there. Let's see. Okay, what was that? Wait, Clay. Before I lost everything, my morgue was humorous. So when you do a commission, do you light box your roughs for your final pencils? When I do them at home, I do. When they come out better at home, and I know people wait. You know, sometimes a year. Oh, geez, Marie's waited 2 years now, but I'll have hers. And Marie's is a big one. But yeah, I'll draw them rough like this. See, if you see the light box, they'll shine through. See? I don't know if you could see that. Let's see. See? So I'll draw it rough on this is how I draw most of my books and everything too. Once in a while I'll do the blue line and then just go right over it with the inks, but it's so much cleaner when I do it this way. So, but I already did that stage, so let's see how I can put my light so it's real glaring, isn't it, guys? See if I do that, because the light's good by me. Unless it's just this one. No, we're gonna do this. And we'll do TJ. Oh, she got messed up. All right. So let's do this. Let's light this candle and draw this Mademoiselle. Where is it built? What's it say? Yeah, that's what it's a circular thing. Yep. So if you guys don't mind staying with me, I got to go pick Deb up. So she'll call. We gave that Ratsy's belt that she took off a dead crowd. Can you guys see this all right? Still trying to work this part of it up. So we get a really cool angle with this boom camera. I swear it should even be ripped and stuff. It's so funny that, you know, in the old books of how she wears fishnet stockings, but they never run. they never rip or run. Let's do that. Looks good. Thank you, Black Wolf. Yep, looks fine. Okay, this looks good now. Are we good to go now, fellas? Are we doing all right? Okay, so thank you guys for sticking around with me. I know it's late on a Thursday night, but I got to work anyway, and I figured why not start practicing my YouTube skills since I am a boomer no more. Right, compared to the first couple of times, holy cow. But as I said, I'm a quick study. Clayton, where do you live, buddy? Are you in the Carolinas? Forgive me for if I don't remember. It sucks getting old. Yeah, so I like this. I like this black pencil. I think it's cool. It gives a nice softness to it. Makes it a little different than the inks, which I don't mind inking at all, or using my my ink brushes and rapidographs, which aren't rapidographs anymore. They're the barrel pens. But let's work up these mag holders, mag pouches. Jacksonville, Florida. All right. My two brothers live, and my niece and my sister-in-law and everybody, they all live in Palm Coast. And when we drive down, which I hate to do, Debbie loves to drive. I hate to drive. We drive through Jacksonville. Okay, let's do those little mag pouches. I'm gonna start speeding this up. I'm gonna start speeding up my damn production. Little oil can here, oil can holder. Yeah, so if you guys are around tomorrow, please join us, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be me, Chuck. Chuck Dixon will be our special guest, and then we have a guest interviewer, which will be our old pal Bo Smith. And who doesn't love Bo Smith? Did it right that time. All right, so. And we'll be asking Chuck everything from Batman to the Punisher, to, of course, Airborne Boy, which is his new thing. But I will also get into fun stuff about, he collects toy soldiers. So he's supposed to have that big collection. And I'm fascinated with toy soldiers. At Waterloo, in Belgium, they have a giant diorama of the battle with all like lead or pewter soldiers, whatever they are. I guess they're lead soldiers. And I was like a kid in a candy store there. I was like, oh my gosh, look at that. All right, let's get her leg. Guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you joining me tonight. Our little evening thing. I wish I had a beer. It's a good night for a beer. It's Easter weekend. It's a holiday weekend. But like I said, I gotta go pick Debbie up. Let's see what we got. Let's do that. Get that going. Yeah, she's pretty. I like her. She's pretty. Tally ho. Okay, again, do the ankle thing, which I have to do all the time. Clayton, you ever do that when you draw ankles? Yes, the inside ankle bone is higher than the outside. Gotta do that. Give her that in that spirit because she always was very fashionable. Her little ballet shoes. See, inside is higher. I turn the page. You guys turn the page all over upside down and everything when you draw. Yes, I do. I guess because I like to pull it, right? I guess that's even from inking. You always have to pull this up. So a lot of the stockings have 2 layers. So they have that part and then that. And then of course that goes like that because that's where the garter is. The garter's in the front though, not on the sides. And the death of a pencil, right? Remember that? We started this pencil early today and how big it was, and it's getting smaller. But I like to look at it at the pencil is the caterpillar, and look at the beautiful butterfly it creates, and it becomes immortal and lives forever. And this pencil bloomed. This pencil was made. I wonder if this pencil thought when it was made that it was going to be reborn as Mademoiselle Marie. For Mlle, a very patient comic fan. Okay. Did you see the final picture? No, Black Wolf, I didn't see the final one. I don't think so. I saw the one that you were doing. I'll definitely check that tomorrow. If it's on Twitter, I kind of just pop on Twitter for a little bit. Same thing now. I'm doing Twitter more than Facebook because I got to start doing it more business-like. But I will definitely check it. I'm not sure if I actually saw it, if it was finished or not. Today was a crazy day. Just so much going on. If you guys had ordered the She books, the 25th anniversary books, we got in the silver editions, and we also got in the holofoil editions. Now, I don't even know if I think we sold 2 holofoils because I haven't advertised those yet. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow is go on a video and do that. But for those who just ordered the silver, they started going out. Those who ordered the metal editions have not gone out yet because the metal editions aren't done yet. So when we get those will all go out. Let's have a grip in that. Have a grip in that. Kraut flag. Let's give her a bandage too. Let's give her like is this a bandage? Why not? I should have given her more of a military compress. That's what I should have done. Dang it. Ugh. So stupid. Okay, let's erase. Oh, this is coming out nice. Thank you all for joining me here. Thank you, guys. If you guys, again, don't mind, give it a like. Oh, also, if you guys don't mind sharing, our Zombie Sama Indiegogo is at, last I checked, it was like 34,385. I'm going to post a link here. If you guys could share this for me, please, that would be awesome. Share with your friends because the Indiegogo is still live, which I had no idea of, which was really cool. And do that. And also, Graham Nolan has some really interesting news. His Return to Monster Island, they'll be doing a brief Indiegogo campaign as well on that. Oh, so anyway, I had my pistol, my 45 Peacemaker. It's a blank firing Peacemaker. It's not a real one. Holding up as a counterweight for my swing arm here that has the camera on it. And so it was too heavy though, because it kept raising the camera higher and higher. So I have a hammer, a light duty hammer. Let me take a picture of it on my phone and I'll show you guys. Or I could just get another camera because I got 3 friggin' cameras. But let me take it with my phone because that's easy. All right, yeah, check it out. Look. There you go. See that light duty hammer? That is what's holding up this swing arm. I'll take another picture. Oh, I'm having too much fun at this. I really am. All right, here we go. So here's the setup, which you guys will see. And you guys are live of me taking this picture. There you go. Okay, so look at that picture. There you go. I don't know if you guys could see that. Woo. Wow, look how cool that camera. That camera kicks ass. Let's see if I turn this off. There you go. All right, so here's my little art table. So there's the camera right there next to my light. Whoop. Yeah, it's grabbing the light. Oh well. But so anyway, so it's being held up by a hammer. That's all. That's all you need to know. And that's enough about it. All right. Let's get down to drawing Mademoiselle Marie. Ooh la la. So where's everybody from out there, guys? Black Wolf, where are you from? Kraken, where are you from? Unleash the Kraken. That's pretty badass. The Seattle new NHL hockey team will be the Seattle Kraken. How freaking cool is that? Let's see where you are. Share the link. Thank you for sharing the link. I appreciate that. Do a little shoe. Scatter pictures of the smiles we left behind. Maybe I could do my whole Streisand thing. Man, did I ever tell you my story why I hate Barbara Streisand? So my mother was a big Barbara Streisand fan, and she had like on her 8-track tape player in her car. Clayton, you'll remember those days. She had I don't know, her greatest hits and Funny Girl and all that. And my mother loves Barbara Streisand. So I know the words like every Barbara Streisand song. So my friend Ronnie Patika, when we were kids, it had to be 1973. So I guess I was in sixth grade. I think I was in second or third grade. And we went to the matinee at the theater to watch the movie. And the thing was, the movie was The Way We Were. Thing about that is that my friend Ronnie Patika told us it was a dinosaur movie. It weren't no dinosaur movie. And I remember it was a movie about Barbara Streisand in love with Robert Redford, if you guys saw it. And I'm sure it's a great movie, but I can't watch it today. And then I think that's also why I hate communists, because she was a communist in it. And, I didn't share that. Oh, man. No, let's do this. I'll be live. I am live. I'm going to say that now. No, I didn't share my thing earlier. Click on that. What is that? Oh well. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for her shoes. I'm going online to look at Mademoiselle Marie's shoes. Share it. All right. Let's see here. Oh, there I am. There's the video. Here's Mademoiselle Marie. So I'm looking at Mademoiselle Marie. I won't see you guys for a second. There's her shoes. Okay, so I got to zoom in. She's got these little ballet shoes. Oh, like this, actually. Let's draw them because we're going to make them nicer. More fashionable, if you will. I cross like this. I cross like that. And they come around, they tie like that. Above the ankle. All right. Oh, shit. Sometimes she has fishnets, right? And sometimes she doesn't. Please let her have fishnets in this picture. No. Oh, I just drew her with a garter belt. I thought she had fishnets. She doesn't have them there either. There she has fish. Oh, okay, good. She has fishnets. All right, I found it. She has fishnets. She's getting fishnets in my drawing. Yeah, I got her shoes. Good. I got her shoes. That works. This one will go in like that because her foot goes like that. So actually, I drew the. Do you guys ever draw the curve? Those artists of you out there, Clayton and Black Wolf, you draw it wrong. There you go. That'll go like that. All right. Let's go see how we're looking on the videotape. Let's go to the videotape. Live. Control room. All right. Can you see that? Can you see it? You're a young man, Billy. Graduated high school in 69. Wow. The summer of 69. I saw Bryan Adams when he sang that song in 1987 at Madison Square Garden. Oh, that was a weekend. Holy cow. What a weekend that was. I'll tell you guys about it when I see you. The summer before I met my wife. And I was with the girlfriend before her, who was an amazing, wonderful, wonderful girl. This has to go like that. And we saw it at Madison Square Garden. That was really cool. Let's see. All right. Guys, again, thank you all for joining me with this. And thank you for coming on Crowdfunding Comics last night with me and Nile the Prince Scala. Remember, Denial is not just a river in Egypt. His name really is Nile. It's not Niles, it's actually Nile. So that's going to be like that. All right. So she's coming along. I think she's looking pretty good. Again, I see that fashion influence coming in again with me once I start drawing she again. The Kraken. Unleash the Kraken. Because she's Boris Rice. I found a drawing. I did a swamp thing. Mark, I don't remember. When did I do a swamp thing? Was that at a commission? It had to be a commission at a show. I don't even remember drawing Swamp Thing. And that's a visually awesome looking character. Who else is cool? Who's the other one? The other swamp creature. The one with the long thing nose or whatever that is. That's really cool. I think we're gonna have to make our little stockings a little bit, our fishnets closer with. Yeah, they're too far apart. They have to go in. Because good fishnets are all real tight. Anybody going to Heroes Con this year? I'll be going there. I'll be heading to the Heroes Con. I'll be heading to Chicago. That's where the guy wanted to murder me. He's from Chicago. From what we found. Let's see if I erase all this that I don't like it. Hey, guys, Man Thing. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Blevins. From me coming to you live from the Blevins Mobile Media Center. From the Blevins, what can we call this part with the crane? Did you guys see that I was coming on Facebook? Can you guys check my Facebook page and see if the post went that says I will be live? Let's do that. Let's see how this works. Anyone going to see Avengers today? Wish I was. You can call it Overwatch. That's the game my son plays, Overwatch. I don't get it. I'll look. Thank you, Black Wolf. I mainly do the ones down here. Black Wolf, where are you again, buddy? You have a dream to be complete. That's a little too dark. I'm going to fix that. I don't like how that comes out. That's just a little too much. Let's do that because the way her foot is. I'll add some white out down there. And that'll just disappear. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind. Anybody going to Baltimore? Oh, Texas. Get her done. Hook 'em. I love Texas, man. I got my buddies, my partners for a child is born. They live in Hill Country. They live in Fredericksburg, and oh my God, what that is heaven down there. Good people down there too. I'll tell you that. Good people. That's showing up pretty good, right? Can you see that? Can you guys make that out? The stockings. Yeah, that's better, right? Is that better, guys? Can you see that better? We simply choose to forget. I invited you to be a guest. Where? Good German food down in Fredericksburg. Yes, that's what I heard. We didn't go. So far, do not see a notice about tomorrow on your Facebook page. I mean today. Is there a message on my Facebook page about this stream? That I'm live on it. No, let me check. Because sometimes I don't bother to check. The Facebook. Hey, Matt Philbach messaged me. He just messaged me a link. I gotta see what that is. Close. All right, let's close that tab. Let's go home, Billy. Won't you come home, Bill Tucci? Won't you come home? We gotta start a comic book barber shop quartet. How freaking cool would that be? We could do Mr. Sandman and old George N. Cohan. That's one of my favorite movies of all time is Yankee Doodle Dandy. And I believe Peter Cimetti is born on the 4th of July. I think he is. I think he's a real Yankee Doodle Dandy. Okay, let's see. Yep, I'm going to be live. I think that did show up. That's tomorrow. I'll be going live 4:30. Yeah, I did that already. Right now. Get the Mort Drucker reference. Yeah, someone's asking me. Yeah, I got to post that. I'm going to post that I'm live. Hang on, guys. I'm going to post that I'm live. Won't you come home, Blueberry? Won't you come home? There we go. My YouTube page. All right. All right. That's good. All right, close it. Public. Tally-ho. It's away. Cool. All right. Let's get back to work. All right. So, yes, I know Michael Curtiz did direct that. Michael Curtiz also directed a lot of Errol Flynn films. He directed Robin Hood, didn't he? Did Michael Curtiz direct Robin Hood? And he hated Errol Flynn, but he loved him at the same time. I believe Michael. Yeah, The Adventures of Robin Hood is my favorite movie of all time. And there's going to be the Kraut flag there. Oh, this is coming out nice. This is going to be nice. Simple, full figure, full commission, full figure commission. Add some nice red for her beret. You need to check your Fab Facebook message more often. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I tell you what, Billy, if you were not a comic book artist, you would make one hell of a TV entertainer. Well, bye, George. Thank you. I appreciate that, pal. Me and you, maybe we could start singing. Let's find a German knife. Blut and iron. Blood and honor. That's what it said, right? That's what the German knife says. Let's go in my little book here. Why don't you guys join me? Why not we look at the book together? All right, let's go through the book. Again, the reference for today is German Army uniforms of Weltbau 2. Look at these little shit birds, and we kick the crap out of them. There, see, that's a cool knife right there. See that? That little ceremonial dagger. I can use that right there. So that's what will be hanging on the thing. It won't be one of the blood and honor unless I can just find the blood and honor one. If I go through the military, let's see. More of a parade thing or a Hitler Youth thing. I think Mademoiselle Marie would kill a kid and take it, German kid. Why not? Nazi kid, a little Hitler Jürgen. Let's do new window. Blood and honor knife. Oh, blood and iron, right? Knife? Oh, it's blood and honor. It's not blood and iron. It's blood and honor. There it is. Damascus dagger. Did you mean blood and honor knife? Of course I meant blood and honor knife. Oh, there it is. All right. It's easy. Is that one? What I get? No, that's a bayonet. Do you guys know that bayonets against the Geneva Convention, you cannot have a sharpened bayonet? Didn't stop the Russians or the Japanese. But I think the Germans abided by it. Yeah, because a bayonet is not, it's pointed, but it's not serrated. The sides are not sharpened or serrated. It's a little tidbit for you. Because it's you know it's not a weapon of war. It's you know, it's not a civilized weapon, if you will. One little thing's here, one little thing here, and that little bad boy there. There you go. Huzzah! It's done. Get the scabbard. All right, now let's go back on, see if it's working. Can you guys see that? See my little knife? Okay. Oh, she looks cute. All right. A beautiful killer. Let's finish these mags. Mag pouches. Did they go high? Did I make them too dang high? I know a lot more about the U.S. infantry stuff I can draw. USA stuff. When it comes to the German stuff, it gets a little, like with I think the mag pouches held up pretty high though. Tanker. Let's see. Bring the book over to you guys and show you. So we're gonna look at those mag pouches, and I hope I didn't make these mag pouches way too high on the belt. I don't think so. Oh, sorry, you guys should see this too. So I'll look at this together, shall we? Yeah, maybe it blew right by it. No, that's not it. Tank destroyer. Front. Nope, they're pretty high. All right, they're good. I'm good. There, you see. So they pop up. They're high. Mine are a little too high, but you know what? No harm, no foul. Let's do that, and then we'll. No, that's my alarm for me to go to sleep. I set that up. I get up at 6 o'clock every morning, so I want to go to bed at 10:45. I never do. I'm gonna check the score of the Yankee game. They were down. Oh, 7, 8. They were down 5-1 at Kansas City. Oh, that's not good. That's a Met. That's a Nets. Put on Major League Baseball Network. I love drawing to baseball. I don't know if any of you guys do that too. For those of you who draw, it's relaxing. Um, it's therapeutic in a way. It's not like hockey or basketball where you really got to pay attention to it. It just kind of goes, and if something happens and you want to look up if one of your favorite players is at bat or something. There we go. You guys see that? Yeah. So she's got the MP40 mag pouches. Let's see, might not answer. You guys ask me questions. Nice lines. Yeah, that's what she said. Oseki. She reminds me of the old Avengers TV show. Oh yeah, Mrs. Peel. Do I have her? Where is she? I have a card of her somewhere here. Look, yeah, I love her. See, that's so funny you said that. Look. Well, she is. Oh, look out. Nice English bird. Did you guys see my giant buck that I shot? I got the pictures back from the taxidermist. He did a beautiful job, but he's not this slob. Look at the size of that bad boy. Look at that. November 17th, baby. And he made my deer really beautiful. But I want him all swollen. I want, see how his face is all swollen and his neck, all this. So I might have to have it redone. Not too happy about that. Let's see. It was just a beast. Big old, it's all scar tissue underneath. All right, I'll get to work. All right. She's so hot, I know, right, bro? All right. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'm sure you have something better to do than watch me and listen to me. But you guys got any questions, please ask away. I feel like I'm at a comic convention. This is great. And I get caught up doing this. Maybe I will do these at night as opposed to in the day. Backstrap. Oh, yeah, buddy. You know it. Well, actually, Debbie's making for Easter. My sister-in-law is making ham, and Debbie is making lamb and venison. And everybody eats a venison when they first the backstraps. We have the tenderloin and all, and everyone that we invite over for venison, not those who've never had it before, like, no, I don't want to eat it. I don't feel comfortable. And then I'm like, just try it, and then they love it. Every single one. Actually, I think Donnie Cates and Megan Hutchinson, they're planning on staying a few days in New York after New York Comic Con. So I want to take Donnie pheasant hunting. I want to have him kill something. Maybe get him and Frank Thierry to kill, and I'll videotape it. Turn those guys into killers, and then we'll feast on the venison. My wife's been making an amazing venison and wild rice, cream of venison wild rice soup. It is unbelievable. I'm coming over. Come on over, buddy. We'll drink scotch by the fireplace and regale stories of battles won and lost. Someone tell me how the Yankees did, please. They were down on the Royals, if you guys don't mind, 5-1. I was watching the Carolina Hurricanes beat the Capitals. My goodness for that. Now that series is tied up, so it's going to at least 6 games, which is awesome. Give my Islanders even more rest. How's she look? Is this working out? The angles and stuff, is it looking good? I'm going to have some Guinness tomorrow. Maybe some wine. Well, we wear our Hawaiian shirts. We talk with Chuck Dixon and Niall Scala and Graham Nolan and Bo Smith. I don't think Bo owns a Hawaiian shirt. Now, so funny. If I say now we got to wear Hawaiian shirts, he'll go out and buy one if he doesn't have one already. This is coming out nice. Yeah, this is coming out nice. Well, I guess I'll take photos of it after. So the reference I was using for this shape is actually, this is an elite model catalog. This is Julie Wolfe, who was one of my first girlfriends, Joy Wolfe's sister. She was a model, and both beautiful girls. And I was lucky enough to take Joy to the prom. She looked just like her sister. So I was using this pose, if you could see. So this is probably, golly, from 84. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. Right, guys? We'd sing and dance forever and a day. Never had a lesson, guys. Guinness and Jameson's. Ooh, that's a good time, Mark C. I kind of like the cut of your jib, buddy. I like where you're going with that one. I might not have some Jamesons, but I think I'll have I guess I'll have some Mlle. I'll have to have some scotch. A piece of paper to draw on, because now I can start smudging it. Those were the days, my friend. Thought they'd never end. Okay, so here's our Mademoiselle Marie coming along. I'm saving the gun for last, for the machine pistol, 1940. So I guess what I'll do as I talk, because I see you guys are talking back to me, and I'm not paying attention, and I apologize for that. So what I'll do is I'll take a 2-minute break, and I'll go through and read. Again, I really appreciate you guys joining me. All of you. Thank you. Thank you. 17. All right. I know I'm new at this, but you guys are the initial 17. And that's nice. This is coming out nice. Okay. Looks good, Billy Tucci. Thank you, Shinobi. McAllen Glamorange. Oh yeah, no, I have a lot. I know I have a great bottle of Macallan Amber that my friends from the Comic Spot store down in Tampa, Florida, gave me. They with my name on it. So it's got my name on the bottle, and I want to drink that. I was really honored that they did that. That's when I was going. We did a store signing with Neil Adams. And you talk about a life he's had. Holy cow, he's a funny guy. A little crazy, I got to tell you. Saying a little weird things. You know, me and one of the guys in the truck driving, my son Matthew's looking at me like, it's funny. My wife was there. She'd be like, Billy, don't say anything. But hey, he's Neil Adams. Oh, this is fun. Drawing, instead of just drawing by myself and sitting here and watching the news and getting pissed off, I can interact with you fine people out there. Let's put this here. It's okay, the art is often. Thank you. We're at the tip of the spear. I love that. I love that. The Tucci Troopers, tip of the spear. And top of the food chain, right? Booyah. Take no prisoners. I think that was... famous last words. I think that was Custer's famous last words when we hunted in Wyoming, and we went to Custer's battlefield, and We did the whole tour and everything like that. And they said, yeah, and you ever hear famous last words? And we're like, yeah. And they said, well, Custer's famous last words, George Armstrong Custer, was when he told his men to charge. He said, take no prisoners. But I'm sure his real last words were probably, where the fuck did all these Indians come from? Do you ever use a shading stump? No, I don't. Not since high school. I haven't. I remember when I was at art school at FIT, and our teacher said never use those. So I don't use that. I like to do cross hatching for the shading. And if you see why I use this pencil, you see how it gives it such a nice feel. It's so black. It's almost like, ink. It takes a lot longer because of because I have to let's see, hang on, get this circle right. Because you got to shade it as opposed to just doing a nice black line. You got to, do all these little lines and stuff. But it's cool. It's I'm not so I'm not against them. I bet you I got one somewhere. I bet you I do, because I still have a lot of my art supplies from college, believe it or not. I have the old box, my old art bin. I'm trying to do it how the swastika would look, because this is lower. And that's a little higher, and that's even higher still. Folds are fun to do. I'm going to make this a little bigger. I don't care. It's not right. Who's going to know? No, I can't. I got to make it right. So this is actually higher. I don't know if you guys can see that just yet. Can you guys see that? Can you make that out? See if I can move this like this. This works a little better. It might be a little better. Why? Black with what? Oh, you ever use a shading stump? My teacher told me that, that professional artists don't use those. It's like a cheating tool. And I was like, okay. And where I looked at it was one less thing to buy. And then I never bought one ever since. But I do believe I have one still. Puts a bullet holes and rips in the Ratsies flag. To you Germans out there, I apologize. I got to do this. I got to do one of them Ancestry.com things, because I've grown up as an Italian with and I think Clayton, this, but I'm English too, my father's side, and I did Ancestry.com, and I followed that on my father's side, and they're English from Wolverhampton. I believe the last name is Elliot, and they came from Daniels and a bunch of, I think I tracked it down to the 1600s, early 1600s. Really cool photos and stuff, and they were firemen and stuff. But I think they were Lowland Scots, and they were kicked out of Scotland, and then they settled in Wolverhampton area in the Midlands. And I got a picture of my grandfather I found, and my great grandfather. And really cool, really cool. And I met a cousin of mine. I have one cousin who lives in Connecticut, and really not far away at all. So I wonder if I should contact him, because I don't even know if they know that that I exist. Because my real father died in an accident before I was born. And then my mother remarried a few years later, and I was raised a Tucci. But I was born in Elliott. Now, my mother's side of the family is all Italian, all Sicilian. So I'm, very, very Italian. My grandfather's from there, and just first generation. Well, my mother's first generation, but my father's side. Then my mother told me that my grandmother was Irish, and I grew up hating the Irish, just because they're troublemakers. You love them, but you hate them. I grew up on Long Island, and a lot of Irish out there. A lot of Irish, a lot of Italians, a lot of Jews, a lot of blacks. Real melting pot. Puerto Ricans. It was cool. It was great growing up. I got so many friends from so many different places, and the Irish always starting trouble in the bars. You go out bars with your friends, and there's Murphy starting to fight with somebody for no reason. And you just hear someone, you got a problem? Like, oh boy, here it goes. And then just brawls. Good times. They all became cops, firemen. All the troublemakers became cops. I'm sorry, Lev. I'm just remembering things, all my hockey buddies and stuff, and just remember those were fun times. Should have done a Kriegsmarine flag. That's a really cool flag. We talk about the Kriegsmarine in Zombie Sama, and about a German nuclear weapon is what starts the whole zombie apocalypse. You guys are into World War II history. Doesn't it drive you nuts when people do the swastikas wrong? They do it backwards and stuff like that. It drives me nuts. That's what Saving Private Ryan was so great of, how, a few things they messed up, in the Normandy scene specifically, they had the tank poles were going the wrong way. And I'm like, you could ask any historian about that. They know that, the way those tank poles, the giant telephone poles, they look like. And then also, the thing when the password, they would say thunder first instead of flash, and it was like, are you kidding me? How come you don't know that? And I remember they would call up Don Burgett, and Tom Hanks would ask Don Burgett question after question about the airborne, get him on the phone for 4 hours while they're making this film, and no, Band of Brothers, when they were doing Band of Brothers. So he said, so what can I get you? This is, I'll get you tickets to the movie. And Don Burgett was like, tickets to the movie, nothing for nothing, Mr. Hanks. But, I've been talking to you. I've probably put about 400, that's a lie. Probably put about 20 hours of talking to you and giving you advice on the phone long distance. How about a screen credit or a check even? And Tom Hanks hung up on him. Believe that crap? Isn't that nice? So the pencil is dying, yet it is becoming a butterfly, isn't it? Hopefully we can get the MP40 done. Then I'll clean it all up. Let me put some of that gel stuff in my hand. The hell is that stuff called? Hand sanitizer to clean my hand. Voila. Yup. I gave up on ancestry when it started looking like my German great-great-great-grandfather had 6 wives. Well, jolly good for him. Found our coat of arms as well. All right, Clayton. So I got to ask you a question about that. I see everyone has a coat of arms, right? We all have coat of arms. Now, no one in my family was wealthy. And if it's private and you feel, you don't feel comfortable saying that, but are you guys like wealthy? Were you lords? Or does that, is just the name Merwin when they came over, like when they came here? Because heck, man, if they were so wealthy, where the hell did they leave, their home country? And did they name themselves after their lords, perhaps? And they were part of that, that serfdom or something, I don't know. So I know my family wasn't wealthy at all. That's not true, actually. My grandfather's family did have money because my grandfather was born in Louisiana. And when they were fishermen. And when he was really, really young, maybe 3 years old, they moved back to Italy because the patriarch of the family died. And there was land or something that they were fighting. I mean, they weren't wealthy, but they were, they were comfortable, I guess. Maybe middle class or something like that. And he says he remembers growing up under Mussolini, throwing hand grenades and stuff like that when in school when they were like little kids. And then probably in 1936, he came back. He moved back to America, and that's where I met my grandmother, who was an Angolia. And they had 5 kids. Want to hear tragedy? My great uncle was 2 years old, and he died. And just crazy things like, okay, my great grandfather, my real great grandfather, my grandmother's brother, father, was killed in a still explosion. They were like in the mob, and they had a still in a basement in Brooklyn, and the still exploded, and that was it. He died, and so that's my grandmother's mother. Well, my grandmother had a brother, and he was like 2 years old, and they were doing something with. There was like boiling water on the, I don't know what they were doing, if they were using it to clean the floors or something. And he actually was crawling or whatever and tipped it over and fell, and it scorched him and burned him like to death. So there's a story for you. All that Depression era stuff, So that's that. One of my uncles, Uncle Sweezy, was in the war. My Aunt Gertie's husband. It's so funny because my Aunt Gertie's name is Constance, and what a beautiful name Constance is. And we always just called her Gertie. So Gertrude, that's what we thought her name was, Gertrude. And she was actually in my Aunt Gertie and her sister Stevie. My Aunt Stevie were in like Life magazine or Time or something like that because they were Rosie the Riveters. And they were at Republic Airport building Thunderbolts, P-47s during the war. And they were, they had to be, 18, 19, 20 years old. And how cool is that? They were Rosie the Riveters. But my Aunt Gertie's husband, Uncle Sweezy, their last name is Sweezy. And he was badly mangled in the war. His arm, and he always had that limp arm. And I remember when Saving Private Ryan came out, and I asked him if he wanted to go see it. He was like, no, thanks, Billy. I'm like, that movie's coming out. You want to go see it? I heard it's a real depicting of World War II. And he's like, nah. He goes like, I didn't want to think about it because so funny because he didn't want to go in the first place, So I'm sure he was real bitter about that. But he had a great productive life. Raised, I don't know how many kids they had. 4 kids? They had 4 kids. Stayed married to my aunt for, 60 some odd years, maybe more, maybe 70 years. And she passed away not that long ago. Maybe 10 years ago she passed away, my aunt. All right, so there's our Mademoiselle Marie. My grandmother blew up the back of the house with her still. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. They were dukes. Look at you, man. Anglo-Saxon King William I. Is that William the Conqueror? Oh, Anglo-Saxons. So they were, okay. So they weren't Normans. Wow, look at you, Merwin. Put some bullet holes in here. My other aunt, my Uncle Petey, married my Aunt Helen. Aunt Helen, and I'm sure I could find this out, father was a very famous doctor in Europe before the war. And they all say that's why Uncle Petey married her, because they had money. When the Soviets came, they snuck out with they had paintings, 2 paintings of maybe her grandfather and grandmother, who were very famous people too. I think it was her grandfather was her grandfather was a famous Hungarian doctor or scientist or something like that. And there's statues of him in Europe. And so they showed when the Soviets came that there was a bullet hole in one of the paintings or two and spit marks. Hey, bro.
Hey,
how'd the drawing come out?
Great, actually. Here,
yeah. Can I see the real one?
Are you recording?
Yeah. All right, let me see the picture. Bring it over here.
Let me get it.
All right. Whoa. Oh, that's my wife. Scared the crap out of me. Hey, honey.
Hey, did you take the keys with you?
Yeah.
Did you lock the door?
Of the car?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay, I hope not, because I have to get all my bags and stuff.
Yeah, no, I didn't. All right, what time you want me to come get you?
I am packing up now, so you could come probably in about 15, 20 minutes. So if you want to come now and hang out with us while I'm packing up, then we'll go the minute I'm done. It's up to you.
All right, I'm on YouTube Live drawing an MP40 machine gun. So with Mlle Marie. So all right, let me see what I can come. All right, bye.
All right.
Bye. Let me see. Oh, great. Now, who is that?
It's my character from Destiny.
Nice. This is my son William drew this. He also drew this great Mickey Mouse the other day. I'm so proud of you, buddy. Look at that. Great drawing. We got to set you up an art table. We got to maybe make that into an art table, and we'll put the. Please. It is an art table. We'll put the printer. They put the printer on that.
Okay.
And make that.
Wait. Wait. Did you show him the Mickey Mouse yet?
I showed him the other night. I'll show him again. Oh. That's all right. Here's my son Mickey Mouse. I don't know if you drew it for me, but I'm taking it.
You can have it.
It's awesome. You start to try to draw your name. You sign your name like Walt Disney.
Wait, what?
You ever see when I signed She #1? Because look, you could do Will like this. Look.
What?
Yeah, let me show everybody. Hang on. Let's see if I can see. I know I covered what I'm looking at.
I like the Titan one I did.
Yeah, that's great. Hang on, let's put
in
my
room.
What?
I don't know. Maybe if they in my room, it'd be nice. I can.
Oh, yeah, I guess I could put another table there.
I'll put the tray table like in the playroom or something.
Let me get a piece of paper. I'll show you how you can sign your name. Hang on.
Okay. You're holding your friends up right now.
I'm hanging my friends.
No, you're hanging your friends up right now.
Yeah, I'm hanging them up. Okay, so you could do this. I'm holding them up. So you could do this. Look.
Yeah.
Sign like this. Will.
That's like that.
T. Boom.
Wait, what do you mean Walt Disney?
Like Walt Disney sing. This Walt Disney sings is this.
I like
look. I know I like his too, but it could be fun. Here's Walt Disney. Look.
Oh.
You could use that T.
Mm-hmm. How many people do you have watching?
Right. 19.
Well, that's yours.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Wait, where's the?
Oh, you don't want that, bro? You don't want my little?
You can take the mouse.
Thanks, bro.
Take the mouse.
All right. I'm keeping the mouse. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now. You guys, that just happened. Me doing that. Duty calls. Yeah, I'll go get Debbie. Yeah, I like Mickey. Custom Elvis. Boom. I love Elvis, man. All right, so this pencil, I think this drawing, I'm going to add a circle here. I might not add the helmet because I'm kind of liking. If I add a cool circle here and I finish this MP40, I think we're done. And then we spent an evening together. How about that, everybody? Maybe I should look at the machine pistol while I'm doing it. If anyone shot this, it's 9mm, so it really shoots like a kid's gun almost. The MP40 plays a big part of in not Mlle Marie, in Miss Fury. I had a great meeting, guys, with Nick Barucci from Dynamite about that, and forging a plan to really give that book the exposure it deserves. And it is coming out, but it looks like just because of how the numbers were, that we want to do it as a premium format book. because we've gotten, so many people were behind it, and they realized that, that this is, we're looking at this book is to really honor June Tarp Mills's legacy, and instead of putting out, rushing the books as 4-issue comics, why not do a really good Indiegogo campaign of it, and do a nice, 112 page comic, real high end. And so I think that's what we're going to do, because there was some production problems with it initially, and I wasn't happy with it at all. I was very unhappy, especially what was at stake with this book and how many people were behind it, and including Trina Robbins, and even Gail Simone was like, "This is great! I can't wait to see this." And it's got to be done right. It's not any. Not that every comic isn't extraordinary, but this is a chance to do something and to really carry on her legacy, and do June Mills, who literally was, Miss Fury debuted 6 months before Wonder Woman did. And if you know Miss Fury, you know that she looks, where the Catwoman influence came from. And it's a brilliant book. It holds up today. All the characters hold up today. There's some naughtiness. I mean, you think about it. She's a single woman, maybe 22, maybe 23 years old, who ends up, adopting a child. So she's a single mother living during World War II with this child. But the child is the love child, or actually not a love child, because they got married. Is the child of her former fiance and her most bitter enemy, and she doesn't know it. And the enemy, the Baroness Erica von Kampf, has no idea that where her child is, and that Miss Fury is the one that adopted this child. I mean, there's just so much great stuff in it. Let me sharpen this. This has got to stay nice and sharp, like wicked sharp. Where are you going, Marie? So it's getting smaller. I know, right? It started before like that. Okay. Forget it. Then do pick a straw. Okay, let's do this machine pistol 14. Lieben mein kleiner Affen. All right, any questions? Mark, you need to bring back Miss Tree. What's Miss Tree? Hey, you know what that is? What about the wood carving art for she? Yes, we got to talk about that. I'm in the middle of doing Zombie Sama right now, buddy. We've got so much work going on with that, so we will visit that. All right, I'm in the middle of doing finishing up the Zombie Sama script. The pages are all colored, but we're doing the cover designs, all that stuff, and so it's getting a little nuts. So she is not, and she will launch in June, so I got plenty of time for that. And this really is a cool looking weapon. Dude, Chris Sanford, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. Chris Sanford, give us a like. I like Mickey. That is a great Mickey, isn't that? Go get your wife, Mark sees. If she ain't happy, you ain't happy. She's hanging out with her girlfriends, so she's all right for now. Silence is deafening. Not bad facsimile, if you will. Oh, gotta fix that, buddy. What is that? Look at that. Is that a Polish rifle? Machine pistol. Straighten that out there, buddy. I believe we straightened that bad boy out. Pretty gosh darn good. Magazine is 9mm, so it's not very big. All right, we are getting there, boys and girls. See how cool this is. See how cool this pencil works. Like I said, it takes longer to do. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. And you guys just helped me get a commission done. So thank you for this. You made it far more enjoyable. Even though I do love drawing. It is fun. I think I like writing better, actually. I love the beginning of it and doing the words, and there's our pencil. And it's still alive. I have to add some shading and stuff like that. Oh, making a mess. Making a mess and living a lie. Okay, let's get that circle done. So if you guys want to see what it looked like before, let's see how we did compared to our rough. Yep, so there's the rough. And there she is underneath it. I like it. Do that. Add some light to it. And get the world's greatest circle maker, CDs. Not using that, not using that. Where's my CD? CD, come on. I got so many of them. Oh, what's this one? The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Bootleg someone gave me. There you go. You know what? I think I gotta give her a French Forces of the Interior armband. Let's give her that. That'll be real subtle. But it's a tricolor and it has F, I. Let's see, this is the blue. It's red, the French tricolor. It said FFI in it. Let's see my little machine pistol. There's something. Mademoiselle Marie. Guys, thank you for sticking around with me. Always liked older woman better than a compass. Let's see what does that say? Let's go and read something here. Got new email. Sacramento, still screwing around with us shooters. Looks like we have a background check for ammo in our future. Yeah, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, I know. MP40 is where the fun is. Yeah, dude, don't even talk about it to me. It drives you. It's insane. So I got a story that when we were in France about 4 years ago or 3 years ago, right before the shootings, when the guy killed 300 people, those freaking animals, those savages did. And they were asking me, what's with you and you Americans and your guns? So I wait for a question like that, I said, let me ask you something. I said, so basically you're telling me, like, do you own a firearm? And they're like, no, we can't own firearms here. I'm like, so you can't own firearms in France? And basically, no, unless you can have a shotgun or a bolt action rifle if you own something like 20,000 acres or something like that. Unless you are an instructor or you belong to a really elite gun club, but then the guns are at the gun clubs. They're not in people's homes and all this kind of stuff. So I said, all right, so basically you're telling me that you can't own a firearm. And if people disagree with me, I don't care. So you can't own a firearm in France, and you can't even possess a firearm in France, and you can't even shoot a firearm in France because there are no public ranges you can go to shoot. And I said, yes. And I said, well, answer me one question. If this is so, then why are all your police officers armed and wear bulletproof vests? And he just, at first I caught him off guard because he was not expecting that. He never thought about that. Because why would the police have to have bulletproof vests and be armed if the populace isn't armed? And he said, oh, please, Billy. And he recanted with, that criminals and terrorists will always find a way to get firearms. And I said, dude, you literally just won my argument for me. Because the only people that are being hindered from their rights and protecting themselves are people like you, are law-abiding citizens like you. You have no idea of what that was. And of course, oh, please, Billy, we don't need it, all this. And then what happened a few weeks later, here comes a couple of assholes with AK-47s, fully automatic guns, mind you, killing innocent people in clubs and in supermarkets and things like that. So there's our Mademoiselle Marie. For the most part, I'm going to do some more work. I'm going to go get Debbie because I'm getting tired. See where I can put it where we can all see it better. Does that work if I do it? If I tilt it a little more, if I bring it back. I'm going to add my little name. Let's switch to my Billy Tucci name. And Ensley, if you're watching, I apologize for this taking. I think it was Baltimore you got it. You asked for last year. You got it. Let's do my little. And the coup de grace is my little Japanese stamp with my name on it. Boom. That means it's official. It's Tucci. It's done for the most part. Let's take this out. Let's compare it to the rough. It's not really done. I'm going to work on it some more tomorrow, but it's just a lot of details, some more shading, things like that. I'll probably make her beret red and and the swastika red, the German flag red. It's not German flag, it's a Nazi flag. Blues won. Wow, that's great. Good for them. So here you go. So this is how my drawings start. Basically, the one on the she starts like this when I do my roughs, right? Oh, so nice. So nice. And then I finished her off. And that's basically how I draw all my books. Sergeant Rock, the whole thing. Sergeant Rock, I cringe when I think of it. I had my roughs for Sergeant Rock were so detailed because I used so much photo reference, and I just worked, but they were messy. And I really wish I kept those, and I threw them all out by 100 of them, or I don't know how many pages it was, 180 pages. And or not 100, I don't know, maybe 140 or something. And it just broke my heart. And I should have kept them. So there she is. There's Mademoiselle Marie. Ooh la la Marie. And thank you guys. Let's make it so we can see it better. Let's see if I can zoom in. If I take my little pistol off. Let's go zoom down. I mean, my pistol. Here's my hammer. So that's what I use to. There she goes. There's my hammer that I use as a counterweight for the thing. So as you guys can see, Mademoiselle Marie. I know the angle's a little wrong, but trust me, her face is all right. So, oh no, I could do all this. I could play with it. So there she is. So guys, thank you all. The angle's not quite right, but well, you get the idea. I promise you that she's in proportion. She's got her legs and her little shoes. And we pull out. If I could zoom it this way. This thing is awesome. This little boom I have here. See, I have to do because it doesn't work. So there she is. There's Mademoiselle Marie. Thank you all. Everyone have a great night. If I don't see you guys, everyone have a great Easter, great Passover. Thank you for joining me. Your old pal Billy Tucci drawing away on a Thursday night. And that's it. Let's loosen this up a little bit. Let's not loosen it up. I like it better like this. So, all right, guys, thanks a lot. Peace. Please like, please subscribe, please hit the bell. And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.